Acorns. It's being marketed as an investing tool that can help you to grow your savings or your acorn, as they like to call it, into the beautiful tree that it was always meant to be. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the app. This is the home screen where you're going to see the different account options that Acorns has to offer. The first thing I want to go over are Acorns fees, and they recently changed. When I signed up, you were able to do just the invest account for $1 a month, but now they've bundled the invest account, the later account, and the banking account for $3 a month. And the other option is the family account, which comes with everything from the personal account plus the early account for kids, and that is $5 a month. Right now, I'll focus on just the invest account, and then I'll go over the rest of the account options later on in the video. Before I start going over all the different settings, I want to show you guys my account's performance. The first thing you'll notice here is the big drop in my account, and that's not because I lost a bunch of money. It's because I withdrew roughly $7,000 from my account. I started depositing money into my account towards the end of April 2020, and at the height of the chart, my account had grown to about $8,300 after about a year and a half, and this entire $8,000 wasn't all gains. This includes money that I was regularly depositing into the account. At this point, my contributions was about $7,000 and my earnings were about $1,300, and I withdrew the $7,000 and left my earnings in there to continue to grow. Overall, up top, you can see that my account has had about 16% growth, which I think is pretty good considering the fact that the app is automated, so there isn't really much work on my end. I do also want to point out that just because my account had 16% growth doesn't necessarily mean that yours will too. Your account could do better or worse depending on market conditions or which portfolio you choose, and I do plan on going over the different portfolio options later on in the video. Let's go over roundups next. So what are roundups? Let's say that you go to Starbucks and you buy a venti frappuccino for $16.92. What it's going to do is round that up to $17 and then invest that extra 8 cents. It's a cool feature to grow your account just a little bit faster because that change definitely adds up over time. Up top on the middle screen, you'll notice that my roundups have accumulated to $561 so far. So like I said, it definitely rounds up over time. In the middle, you'll see this waiting to be invested section. Acorns doesn't invest your spare change right away. It accumulates up to $5 and then it invests it all at one time. These are the roundup settings. You can set it to automatic if you want to automate the process, and you can add a multiplier. The options for the multiplier are ×2, ×3, and ×10. As an example, if you have the ×2 multiplier set and it was only supposed to invest 4 cents, then it'll invest 8 cents instead. It's just a nifty feature to grow your account just a little bit faster. The last option is whole dollar roundups. How this works is if you buy something and it comes out to a whole dollar amount, like $3 for example, right? This setting is deciding how much you're investing in those situations. Since I have it set to 10 cents, I'll invest 10 cents whenever that happens. The next option is one time. If you have a lump sum that you want to deposit into your account, this is where you're going to do that. The next option is withdrawal. This is where you can go to either withdraw your money or pause your investments. So why would you want to pause your investments instead of just withdrawing your money? Well, maybe you think that markets are about to take a huge tumble and you don't want to lose any money, but you also don't want to withdraw it because depending on how much you've earned, there will be tax implications. That's what this feature is for. The next option is portfolio. This is where you'll go to choose the portfolio that you want to use, and you'll see that I've chosen moderately aggressive. When you first sign up for Acorns, they ask you a few questions and then give you a portfolio recommendation based on your answers. But of course, you don't have to actually choose the recommendation because it is just a recommendation. And I also want to add that they do have a Bitcoin ETF. So if you're into crypto, you can add that to your portfolio. This is how the moderately aggressive portfolio is set up. It's 47% large company stocks, 6% medium company stocks, 3% small company stocks, 24% international company stocks, 6% short-term bonds, and 14% US aggregate bond. How Acorns likes to invest your money is putting it into ETFs, and if I click on one of these, it'll actually show me the ETF. This one is the Vanguard 500 Index Fund ETF with the ticker symbol VOO. For anyone who doesn't know what an ETF is, imagine that you had a box, okay? And inside of this box is a collection of companies. So for this specific one, it's the top 500 companies in the US. So Amazon, Microsoft, Google, you get the idea. And if you invest into this box or ETF, then you're investing into all these companies. And it's considered safer because the money is more diversified since you aren't just investing into a single stock. Now, let's say that you had $100 and you decided to invest this $100 into Amazon on its own, and Amazon went down 20%. Then you just lost 20% of your money. But what if instead of putting that $100 into Amazon, you put it into this ETF and Amazon's price went down 20%? Well, depending on how the rest of the companies in this ETF are doing, you might not even lose money on the day. You could still end up gaining money on the day. And that's why people like investing into ETFs, because it's considered safer since the money is more diversified. It's going to be the same concept for the rest of these. So the medium company slice is going to be an ETF with medium-sized companies. The small company slice is going to be an ETF with small companies, and so on. I'll also briefly go over the rest of the portfolios. So the conservative portfolio is 100% bonds. The moderately conservative portfolio is 60% bonds, 40% stocks. The moderate portfolio is 40% bonds, 60% stocks. The moderately aggressive portfolio is the one that I already went over, and it's 20% bonds and 80% stocks. And the aggressive portfolio is 100% stocks. We already went over the roundup settings, so I'm going to skip over that and go to recurring. This is where you can set up an automatic recurring investment so that you don't have to remember to add money to your account. You can make it a daily investment, a weekly investment, or a monthly investment. The next account option is the later account, which is just a retirement account. The next option is a bank account that comes with a debit card. You can set up this card to work with the roundup feature and automatically invest your spare change, get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, no overdraft or minimum fees, over 55,000 fee-free ATMs, and you can set up your account to automatically invest a percentage of your paycheck. The last account option is the early account, which is an investment account for kids, and you can set this up for multiple kids. And those are what I consider to be some of the biggest features of the app. As far as my personal experience goes, I definitely can't really complain much considering I did make a little over $1,000 on the app. But one thing I can say that I don't like about the app now is how they decided to raise their fee from $1 a month to $3 a month, and then they force you to bundle the invest account, the later account, and the banking account for $3 a month. I got lucky and signed up before they made that change, so I do still pay just $1 a month, but anyone signing up now is going to have to pay that higher fee. One thing I want to add is that if you decide to sign up for Acorns, I'll leave my referral link in the comments of the video and in the description down below. And if you sign up using that link, you do get a $5 bonus investment. Acorns, investing made easy.